one of the earlier assignments when we exported our document to PDF, you've noticed that our slideshow did not work or our animations didn't work either. That's because they were done directly in the document that we exported to PDF, and it has to be done a little bit differently. So let me show you. It's pretty actually easy way to do it in InDesign, but it cannot be done in the same document. So I'm going to navigate back to our document, slideshow. Now the thing we're going to do here, that instead putting it in the slideshow inside the document, we will create a different document for it. And what I like to do is find out what size I need to make the space. Sometimes I just draw a little rectangle tool that kind of covers the space for me. You can go a little bit more depending how much space you have. So it is about 1000 by 385. We can round it up. Okay, so just remember that because we'll create a new document. So go to File, New, or Command N. Now this document, it is still a web document. You don't need to worry about the details here. However, you do have to put in what is the width and height. So what did we say it was? It was about 1000. We can do 1000 by 385. And orientation, the same orientation as we did. Now you do not want to have any margins, so we're going to do 0 for margins because that's going to make it really confusing. And I have my preview checked so I can see what's happening, and everything else looks okay. No facing pages. Okay, create. Again, I'm going to double check my measurements. Yeah, about 1000, close enough. Okay, just know. And here, what I would suggest doing would be the same thing. You're going to create the box and the buttons as we did in this document. So I'm going to delete this shape. Let's find out what size we made this. So this is 530, 350, 530. Just click on it, rectangle tool, 530 and 350. Okay, and we are going to place, so I'm going to do Command D, Control D, an image in here, and we're going to start. What images did I use? Any landscape ones. So we can use any of these. It's okay if they're not the same. It doesn't matter, but you can always go back here and see. And I'm going to do a right click, fitting, fit content proportionally, and it should be very close, so then you can just close this space up. Make sure you do. Okay, cool. And I'm going to navigate to object states, create a new state, 2, and then I'm going to create, and I'm going to put an image in this one. Don't forget, I have to double click to activate the image inside it. So it's kind of like a, not the box, but the image. And then I can do Command D. Hopefully it works okay. We can place another image. This is the one I think I use. I don't know why I'm picky about images right now. This one's good. 4. Okay, great. Still object, new state, state 3. And let's place, again, double click. Sometimes you have to triple click to activate it. And I'm going to do again Command D, place. And we place one more image. This one's fine. Okay, and then click back on it. You have 3 states. Go to original state. Now we are going to create our buttons. Again, I'm going to use the pen tool, create, kind of easy. Oh, don't hold the shift key when you do this. Shift key is good to do other parts. Okay, so there we go. We have our previews button. You can do something with that button. I'm going to do a little different thing with it. I'm going to give it lines. Something simple. It's okay if it's different. I'm going to be different. And what we're going to do, what I would do right away is actually go to my buttons and forms. That will be faster to do another one. We can just copy and paste. So buttons and forms, type is a button. This one is going to be previous underscore btn. On release on tap, action will be, don't forget, the Swift EPUB only, right? We're going to go to previous state. We're going to do rollover, and on rollover selected, you can go ahead and maybe add a fill to this. And notice that we don't have any presets from the previous document. That's the only thing that really, I don't like it does that, but that's okay. And maybe I will not have any, or no stroke or solid stroke, something that changes. Click back on this, click back on normal, and that's it. And just make sure to go back to normal. Now, sometimes we'll rename it. I've noticed this, notice that. Went back to button 1. Oh no, I don't want you to be button 1. I want you to be next. Previous. Underscore btn. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. Okay, cool. So, and then I'm going to duplicate it. I can hold my option key. What? Come back here. Option key. And I'm going to rotate. All right. And then with that selected, just double check. Go back to buttons and forms. Now we're gonna rename this. We're gonna call it next underscore btn, no 1. And make sure it saves the name. And we will remove this action. Just click minus, delete action, add a new one. We're gonna go to next state. Again, the name stayed. Rollover should still be there. Okay, so we can close that and see rollover. Yep, good. And then we are near done. And let me go back to my buttons and forms. Come back here. I'm going to go back to normal state. Now, this is what's important. So if you're going to work on this document, go ahead and save it. This is something that you don't want to lose if you have to go back and edit. And make sure this is in a center too, because it looks kind of off, doesn't it? Let me center this. I think that's good. Center. I'm kind of eyeballing it. It says 500, it's here, middle. It's close enough, we can always adjust it there. So save this document if you need to, or we want to go export it. Because exporting setting you won't be able to do anything with. So we're going to call it slideshow. And I'm going to put it in some folder, PDF. You can put it in your assignment folder, however you do this, for your assignment name. The format, that's what you want to choose. Notice that they do have a Flash player format, which is the Swift one, and that's what we're going to use. Swift, and then slideshow, yep, save. Okay, do okay. Now this will happen by default, don't worry about that. I think we should be okay here. Go back to your original document, and now what we're gonna do is I will delete what's on here. Delete that because we don't need it. And then we're gonna do file place or Command D. Navigate to a folder. Now the default will have HTML and Swift. We just need the Swift file. Open it. Oh shoot, don't place it in there. Place it on the clipboard and do that. Okay. Now, because I want to make it fit here between. Now, because this is not showing here correctly, and you want to probably see how it looks like, you can go to the Swift preview, play that, click the icon, and go through it. Okay, that looks pretty good, huh? Cool. So, let us go ahead and export it out. Just going to call it PDF. And make sure it is interactive PDF. So PDF interactive, do not do print, save, export. Okay. Okay. All right, there's a lot of OKs to click. That's okay. And let's go to our slideshow. You do have to click on it to activate it. And sometimes you get this message, I know. It's annoying, so trust always. Now, if it doesn't do it again, when you do this, what you're gonna do is close this and reopen it. I know. So annoying. And then click it again. And now, voila, your slideshow should work.